Joining me now with more reaction, member of the Senate Armed Services Committee, Alabama Senator Tommy Tuberville. Senator, welcome back. Iran is threatening direct intervention into Israel's war with Hamas. This is the United States is sending a second aircraft carrier group to the Middle East to deter Iran or Hezbollah from joining this fight. Is it fair to say that the world hangs precariously on the verge of World War III because of the leadership vacuum created by Joe Biden and the Democrat regime here in the United States?
I would say lack of leadership. You're exactly right. If you just remember back when Joe Biden took the White House and President Trump left, Iran was almost bankrupt. They didn't have any money. And Joe Biden eased up all the sanctions. They'd made billions of dollars. Now he's giving money to them. I mean, just totally opposite of what President Trump had done. And our world was so much safer when President Trump was in office, but it has been a total disaster. Good versus evil when it comes to Israel and Hamas. It's a disaster what happened there. We've got to find out what happened with the intelligence or lack of intelligence. They will find that out. But Hamas has got to be totally wiped out. We've got to go after them. They killed American citizens. They've got hostages. We don't take that. We go after it, and hopefully Joe Biden will strengthen up here and make some good decisions. He hadn't made any good foreign relations decisions probably in our lifetime.
Right. In the last 40 or 50 years, I have no recollection of a good decision being made by Joe Biden. But this possibility he may toughen up. Joe Biden and his Democrats have systematically been degrading our U.S. military with their focus on woke policies. This has been your focus as well, countering that, turning our military into a left-wing social experimentation petri dish. Take a look at what's being reported to some of their agenda items here. Diversity and inclusion policies. Their key objectives are focused on equal opportunity, equal representation, and of course equity, instead of unit lethality, cohesion, and readiness. Aren't policies like these, aren't they part of why you're holding up some of these military promotions? And what do you need to see from the Department of Defense in order for you to relent and allow those promotions to go through?
Well, first of all, I'm not lifting my hose unless they move this policy back the way it was. You can't play dictator in the White House and the Pentagon and make your own laws. I ran for 2 years to get this job and represent the people of Alabama, and that's what I'm going to do. And we're going to vote on this, or we're not going to have promotions from admirals and generals unless they do it one at a time. But it's just awful what our military is going through right now. Every time I hear something about what they're doing on, for instance, Gerald Ford on this first mission of going out to sea after they finished it, they're reading poems over the loudspeakers. And I mean, this is about protecting our country and our allies and being a killing machine. This is not a social experiment, as you said, but it's getting worse. Every time I hear our generals or the people that run our Pentagon, it's absolutely sickening to hear where we're at in recruiting. We're so far behind. It's something that you would never imagine would happen in the United States of America. Our military is built of about 45% of kids that have passed down from generation to generation and families that get in the military. That percentage is down 30%. It's down to 15%. If we don't have those young men and women that want to get in the military because their parents were in it, we are in a world of hurt. And it just goes to show you, what this administration is trying to do. They really don't care if we have a strong military anyway. As you said, it's a social experiment.
Well, Senator, with what's going on in Ukraine, what's going on in Israel, and China's forecast invasion of Taiwan, seems to me that the Democrats' foreign policies are pushing the United States into World War III, while their domestic policies are geared toward making sure, by degrading our military, that we lose that war. Where am I going wrong with my evaluation?
Well, you're exactly right, and it's obvious what just happened in Israel is devastating. The terror, the evil that Hamas has, and what they did to the Israelis and a lot of Americans and people from some other countries. But the problem is, what's going on right now all over the world. The main thing that we should be focused on, other than what's happening in Israel right now, is our southern border. We are going to be under attack in a week, in a month, in a year. They're coming across the border right and left, and not just people that want a better life, people that want to tear our life down. But the Biden administration, we could have been much better off if the White House would have been just empty for the last 3 years, because they have not made one decision, one right decision for the American people. It is obvious that they're trying to take our country down 4 or 5 notches, where we would be a globalist country like a lot of these European countries. That's not going to happen. We're going to get the Biden administration out. We're going to get Trump back in, and we're going to straighten this country out.
Well, Senator, that might take a unified Republican Party. And let me ask you to put your political hat on here for a moment. There are those in your party, like your colleague. Let me give you an example. John Cornyn. He supports Democrat agenda items, whether it be on Americans' right of self-defense. He sided with Democrats against our people. And, of course, John Cornyn and 17 other of your colleagues in the Senate sided with Democrats on open borders in that disgraceful omnibus bill. And in the face of unprecedented calamities for our country, the GOP House majority, they can't even unify to elect a Speaker of the House. How can your party right the ship when an uncomfortable number of your caucus are more aligned with Democrat extremists than they are with your party's stated planks?
Well, since I've been here for 3 years, and you know I was a football coach, not a politician, what I've seen on both sides of the aisle is people ride the fence. And why do they do that for? Why do they try to make enough votes on both sides? They try to do it to get reelected. I don't care if I get reelected. I'm here to vote for the American people, the people of Alabama, and make sure that our country's strong and gives our kids and grandkids a chance. If we continue down this path, if my Republican colleagues, some, and the Democrats continue down this path of continue spending money like we're spending, we bring in $4 billion a year or $4 trillion a year, we spend $6. We cannot keep this up. $33 trillion in debt. 2 years will be $35 trillion in debt. Our country is going to implode from within, and it's because not just the Democrats, but also a lot of Republicans that are making these decisions, voting for these crazy bills to spend all this money, which we don't have to spend. The American people can live on their own. They can make a living. Just give them a chance, get out of their way. We have way too much government. We need to have a smaller government, but we need leadership at the top, which hopefully it's going to be President Trump.
Amen to basically paring down our government back to a constitutional government. Senator Tommy Tuberville, thank you very much. Appreciate the visit.